don't like getting jumped on. No, in that way, anyway.
There's the old Aaron I love and hate at the same time.
Hey everyone, Aaron here, your hostess with the mostest, and welcome back to Trans Gaming. As you may or may not know, we're playing Axiom Verge, and I just spent the last episode basically stuck in a pit with John, and John was not exactly the best company to have there. Sorry. Oh, by the way, my co-host is John, if this is your first time watching. Say hi, John.
Hi, John.
Yes. That wasn't weird at all.
None of this is weird, Aaron. This is all normal. See what I did there?
Yes, I did. It was a little bit funny. Alright, so instead of sitting here and just talking to ourselves, going to talk while playing, right? Because that's like what commentary is and stuff.
I would say that's a good thing to do, Aaron.
And now I'm not out. Even though I'm not the best at the game, I don't want to kill these things anymore, so I'm not going to. I will still kill these. Ow. Ow. Okay, I forgot there was so many enemies everywhere.
That was pretty crazy and intense.
Yes. Do you diagonally jump? Oh. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to make this.
I'd say that's a good assumption. Maybe you, since you already killed some of them a couple episodes ago, then you shouldn't be so concerned with not killing them right now.
Oh, but I don't want to feel like a bad person.
I don't think anyone's gonna think you're like a bad person. It's pretty obvious that they're enemies. And, you know, we're wasting time right now just talking here, or me anyway, talking. But like, if you just keep dying, then you're gonna be wasting even more time. And I know you don't want to do that. So go ahead, pull the trigger, look into its cute, adorable little pixel eye, and wait, I already screwed up. Oh well, you know what I mean.
Don't have to be quite so dramatic and mean about it. Oh. He's like irritated with me. Ugh. That was somehow way more dramatic and painful than it was. Let's just get out of that area. I don't want to hurt those anymore. Alright. What is next? Where should I go? Why does it show that I can go here? Oops.
Yeah, I couldn't begin to tell you on that, so I guess I won't.
Hey Steve, and Steve 2, Steve 3. We're like buddies.
Yeah, it's kind of a really cool concept, I think in a lot of these games where you're like,
what is that noise? I don't remember what's in here. Did I ever go down here?
you came from down there, didn't you?
Something in here. Maybe I need to grapple from it?
Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. What were you saying about?
Oh, just that, like, and this, oops. This happened in, like, the Portal games and stuff.
Oh, right. This is just the way back. Then what is down there? Let's look. keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry. I'm such a mean girl.
Oh, stop it. You know she's gonna hate that if you keep doing it.
Oh, I get it. That's fine. Alright, so I'll just go back that. Drones are active, which means that maybe Ophelia is active too. Ow. Damn it. And once again, never finishing a story.
Yeah, I mean, not that I think people really care or interested, but I always thought it was really interesting how, like, in these isolated environments.
Oh no, I have to go through all this again. That's not good for me.
Yep, it's definitely not good for you.
I don't want to kill him. And I interrupted you once again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard for both of us to talk because of... It's hard to both of us to talk because we're the same person, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So we're kind of at a disadvantage when it comes to commentary like that.
Very, very true.
But yeah, eventually I will get around to finishing stories I start. Just maybe not in the same episode.
That's right. These... They attacked the drones? No. Little friend, I saved you.
Good job, Aaron.
Yes, I am the savior of Axiom Verge. She was a bad guy. Karasaska?
I don't friggin' know.
Anyway, and you know how I love to say anyway, but go on. What else was there?
Oh yes. He was hidden. Did you see that?
See what?
Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, I like it too, apparently. It's a terrible segue. At least it's not quite as bad as so I got a pro tip for you. Drop your shield, but those are actually much more interesting to say over and over again, so yeah. But what I was saying was it's most notable in games like Portal and stuff, where, and the original Metroid did it too, because like in Metroid, what a Metroid is it's like this alien creature, and Samus, the character that you play as, actually ends up becoming kind of like a maternal figure for it. And when everything is like against you and stuff, you find like personal affection and attachment to like little things. And for Axiom Verge, and in your case, that would be those drones.
Okay. That does make sense. Alright. This is not going well.
Aaron, you're playing like a crazy friggin' lunatic right now.
Thank you very much.
So you want to be a crazy friggin' lunatic?
I guess so. Okay. Yay. I'm using my jump trick.
Yep, you are. And to great effect, because you want to be pretty cautious with Trace here, since you're basically almost dead, and if you die, then you have to go back. Oh.
How bad is this area? And where is the save point? I should be able to make it to the save point, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Just watch out for the falling rocks. Nice going, Aaron.
Thank you. Alright, this is great. Now we get to fully explore these areas because I love uncovering the map. It's like weird. It's fun to backtrack, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it gets annoying when like you're wasting a lot of time, but it's definitely cool to feel like you've done all that you can do. But even then, there's probably still plenty of like secrets in the game, you know?
Yeah. Now I can probably get that power up, which I thought was a switch originally.
Hey, don't hurt yourself on that, or beat yourself up on that. I also thought that it was a switch.
This one is it going to come? Guess not.
You're really liking that jump grapple trick now, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes! Oh, this is so exciting. Health node fragment, combine 5 to permanently increase your health. Okay. I'm at 4. What's over it? Darn it.
Darn it, indeed. And since you never killed those other dudes, you're still gonna have to deal with them. Yes, Aaron, jumping. Don't get too jumping up. Be really careful with this.
Yes, I'm taking this very, very cautiously. Not going to... There we go. Alright. And... Oh, I can. Oh, this place just keeps... This is a huge area. I guess I do sort of sound like a quote-unquote valley girl. Oh, it's Steve. You're so great. Oh.
Goodbye, Steve.
Is there something over here?
You know, I bet there's like a leap of faith jump that you have to do from here. But I wouldn't do it right now.
Yes, that's exactly why I'm running in the opposite direction.
And that's just a quick way to get back. But what's up here?
More friends.
So now you're not going to kill him.
Well, I'm only going to kill them if it seems like I need to survive. they really blend in. Oops.
Excuse me.
Yes, please don't burp on the capture.
I'm sorry, geez.
I wasn't.
No, I realize I kind of was playing that up a little bit.
I think I can make that jump, but I'll keep going this time. Hello. That was funny. Just flying around. It was so funny. Wow, this place is huge. I have no idea. They're on the ceiling. Oh, crap. Oh. I just swing forever until I press X. That's great. Did I just...
Yep. It looks like you really had to come back to do that.
Darn it. Right. What? Why are you guys doing this? Can I reach that? Yes. Oh. No friends. Could be up here. This is really interesting. Can I hit him from here? Like I have to come back around.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know.
This is so weird. Oh, he bit me in the ass.
Yeah, and you died from it. But it's not a big deal.
Oh, I don't like getting jumped on. No, in that way, anyway.
There's the old Aaron I love and hate at the same time. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, like... You do those descriptions for the videos and stuff, and like, sometimes you do very innuendo-y puns. And sometimes you even do that, like, while we're playing. Or while you're playing, sorry. And while I'm around. Is that gonna be, like, a thing?
Mimi. Turn it.
Well, like, are you going to be making lots of, what's it called? Inappropriate jokes and things like that?
I guess that's really up to you.
No. I don't think that's up to me. You are really not doing so good with this.
Yes, sorry. Cut a little jump in here. Well, to answer your question, John, yes, very much so. I am going to be all about that.
I was afraid of that.
You don't think people would like that?
You know what? I really don't. They might actually like it, but it's still really weird, and at least right now I am not a fan. Are you gonna say anything else to what I just said?
Oh, I thought that was the end.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was, I guess.
It's so funny watching them, like, fly around. Oops. Alright, this time I got it.
Good job.
Oh. No. Oh, this is going to be something like that, isn't it?
Something like what?
Well, you know, like, just something I have to do.
I mean, probably don't have to do any of this, but...
Shut up, I need concentration. Oh, power node fragments, okay. Combine 6 to permanently increase your weapon and item damage. You know, John, you thought that we were actually like 50% way through the game. I think that's a much smaller number.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Aaron. It seems like we've only really begun with this game, which is pretty wild to think about.
Oh, goodness. No. Oh.
You should have just killed him. You said you were gonna kill him when you got low in health.
I know, but I didn't want to. Darn it. Oh, it's starting to get later. Okay, I want to... I'll just rush back there, get to that spot.
Nice jump.
Thank you very much. And then, once I'm at that spot, I will be more cautious and just get through.
Sounds like a plan. Look, you're like mastering this game now.
Well, I guess if I'm mastering it, it's really just you mastering it.
Well, yeah and no, but like, I still think that a lot of the things that you're doing I wouldn't do. As weird as that sounds, like, seriously, anyone actually watching this and thinking about how any of this is really taking place, or I'm having a conversation with myself, yeah, it really feels kind of organically as something different, which is pretty crazy, and it reminds me of something.
Is this gonna be another one of those really long stories? It's not so much that I don't find them interesting, it's just that we always have a hard time finishing our stories.
Yeah, I really need to work on that. But, you know, if you just play while I talk for a bit, because obviously we can't talk at the same time very well, or at all, really.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, anyway. So, I believe it was in Jesse Schell's game design book called A Book of Lenses. I was talking about game design.
Come on. I can reach it. No. Stop. Why? I reached it before. Give me health.
He just fell. That was so funny.
It was kind of amazing. But yes, go ahead with your story. I'm just panicking because I'm hurt and all that. Please give me help, Mr. Those are gonna hurt me, aren't they?
Yes, I think they are. They're like the classic spike in a video game situation. Good eye, Aaron, because, you know. Or maybe they're not. Oh, no, it's just for show. That's funny.
Yes, it's hilarious. Nope, okay. But yes, go on with your story and... which way to go?
Well, anyway, one of the things that they were talking about is like observing a game as both a designer and a player. And what I developed myself was kind of like experiencing a game as a designer as well as a player, as well as myself, with my own biases as a player.
What is this?
Oh, this reminds me from Gunstar Heroes.
Oh, it looks like I can't go in there. It's really crazy cool.
As weird as it sounds, it makes me think that there's like, that could be where Athetos is, or like something.
I guess. Oh, yay, save point. I guess that's where we'll end this. But yeah, finish what you're saying, and then I'll go ahead and close out the episode.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I developed, or not really developed, but thought about thinking, like,
There's a lot of thinking going on if you're thinking about thoughts and thought about thinking.
yeah, I get that, Aaron, but the idea is that as a designer, when I'm playing, I see these design choices. I see like choices that they made with the UI, color scheme, with how the mechanics work, with how the game progresses, you know, the game spine, the difficulty curve, how things are learned by the player, that kind of stuff. But then as well as like a player, I'm seeing the environment, I'm experiencing what's going on in the game, I'm thinking about what I should be trying to do next and stuff like that. And then as myself, I'm like, what I would do differently, what I really like about this or that. And I gotta tell you, I love the touch and go moments where the designer is basically like saying fuck you to the player, and you have to learn to understand the mechanics better. As you know, Aaron.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that. Wow, that was a lot to unpack. But I guess it was kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, some people might find it interesting. I think it's really interesting to, you know, play games like that. But it does sort of like take away the mystery or the quote unquote magic of games that some people really like, you know, hold on to. It's similar, like if you know things about cinematography and like just CGI and things like that, and then go see a movie that has plenty of that in it, like you think more about like what they did, but it doesn't depreciate your how much you care or enjoy the movie, really. It just sort of like makes it different, which, you know, in a lot of ways is kind of like the relationship we have
What are you talking about? Also, I don't think that you should keep going right now, because we're starting to get really long episodes again. This is so hard.
Yes, I'm sorry, Aaron. I think it's because we have a hard time really finding a good place to stop unless it's at a save point or something like that. And let's just say we're a bit slow of getting around different areas and maybe trying to, I don't know, what's that word?
Oh, please, John, just... No, just don't even think about it. I'm just going to go ahead and end the episode, so... Alright. That's the episode, everyone. If you stayed till the end, thank you. You're a real sweetheart. And take care. From Trans Gaming, Aaron out.
And John out too.